Hey, this is attorney Justin Lovely here, and today's topic, I want to give you 5 tips that can maximize and increase your motorcycle injury settlement. Number 1, always take photos. Take photos of the scene, photos of your injuries, bruises, scars, cuts, laceration, road rash, damage to your helmet. Keep your helmet. Take pictures. As many photos and videos as possible. It doesn't have to be anything professional. Your cell phone footage is perfect. Important thing to remember here is just preserving the scene. Take photos of your motorcycle. You can't have enough photos because photos are worth 1,000 words, especially in these cases. So make sure your family is aware. Make sure your fellow riders are aware. If anybody goes down, get the cameras out. Take as many photos as you can, videos, anything. The number 2 tip that can help increase your motorcycle injury case. Make sure that when you go to the doctor that you're getting a diagnosis for every injury you have. And I know, we're tough guys and we're just worried about your neck. We're not really worried about your arm, not really worried about your knee, and the doctors may only check out your neck and your back. And especially in the ER, they're just going to make sure you're not going to die on them. They're going to kick you down the road. When you do those follow-ups with the orthopedic doctors or your physical therapist, make sure you're telling them everything that's hurt. Because here's the facts. When you leave that doctor's office, those doctors are going back and inputting those diagnosis codes, the treatment notes, everything into your medical file. And that's ultimately what we're going to use to try to settle your case and prove your case in the court of law. Every injury needs to be documented. I'm talking if you're having a headache, if you're having a mild ankle sprain, anything, even if you're trying to tough it out, you self-medicate with Ibuprofen, Tylenol, Goody's headache powder, whatever. Make sure you're telling the doctor this so they can put it in the medical. Because, of course, if you don't, an insurance company's going to say, well, that wasn't caused by this accident. Now, the third tip I can give you is, and this kind of goes along with tip number 2, follow the doctor's orders. If they send you to therapy, go to therapy. If they tell you to come back next week, go back next week. Keep your appointments. Tell that doctor everything that's going on with you. Don't make light of any injury, any pain. Tell him if you're having an 8 out of 10 pain in your neck. If it's only a 4 out of your knee, that's fine. Tell them. Just make sure you tell them about your knee and your neck or your foot, etc. Don't just tell them about one body part. Okay? Focus on everything and follow those doctor's orders. If they send you to a specialist, get into a specialist. If you need help getting into a specialist, let my office know. And if we're representing you, we're going to help you get the doctor and medical care that you need. Now, the 4th tip that can help you in your motorcycle injury settlement. You're going to need to make sure that we've hired the appropriate experts. Of course, if you're doing this on your own, it's going to be kind of tough. But what we do, if we got lost wages, for instance, or you have future lost wages, we're going to need an expert. We're going to need an economist. If you're a small business owner, and we got to show and prove how this injury may affect your future business, we're going to have to prove that. And we can hire, and we know the economists that can, ring the bell when an insurance company and adjuster is looking at the case. If you're going to have a permanent disability, due to the accident, we're going to need to get you into a certain kind of doctor to give you a medical permanent impairment rating according to the guidelines. And, we can do that. We know the experts to hire. And of course, if it's unfortunate that this case may be a catastrophic case, you're going to need what's called a life care planner that's going to be able to cost out your future medicals and the loss and enjoyment to your family. And, we got to put a value on that, unfortunately. And we know the experts that can do that. The next thing, and this is big in motorcycle injury cases because a lot of times the medical liens are from your insurance company are major, especially if you're on Medicare. What we can do, and it puts more money in your pocket, is make sure at the end of the case, or when we're getting to settlement time, that we negotiate those liens down or any bills that are unpaid. We as lawyers, we do that every day, and that's what we can do. But getting those liens and making sure that you're protected and not all your money's going to pay your medical bills, it's ultimately going in your pocket or your family's pocket. That's a tip that can help maximize some recovery for you. Give me a call, 843-839-4111. If you or a loved one has suffered a motorcycle injury, we can review the case for you. I'll tell you what you can and can't do. And if I can help, of course, I'll be there for you, me and my team. You can find us on the web. You can watch more YouTube videos, get all your questions answered. If you don't find it on my website or my videos, call me directly. I'll schedule a time that I can talk to you. Again, my number one more time, 843-839-4111.